What up, man?
What's going on with you?
Man, not much, man. Same old, man. Introduce yourself.
You know it's your boy DJ Waffles on the check-in.
Yeah, man. What you got going on, man? What you been working on?
Man.
It seems like you stay active.
I got a little bit of everything going on right now. Still DJing, still active in the city, doing what it is that I do when it comes to a DJ. My newfound love right now is I'm branching off to create my own waffle brand, so that's taking off for me. It's like probably at maybe 600 people served probably now, or a little bit more within like 80 days.
That's fire.
So I'm doing good with that. I'm just learning that with who I am as a person, it's moving faster than what I thought. Because I'm just like, oh yeah, you start something, kick it off, and it's gonna go. But when I decide to kick it off, it's like it's going a little bit faster than what I expected. But I'm gonna get it done, and I think that is gonna be something that's gonna be around for a minute.
That's fire.
Still got my magazine company. Starting to work with some partners to push that brand a little bit more. My podcast is doing good. I just interviewed Ursula.
Yeah,
I just interviewed her last week. All my brands are doing pretty good right now. It's just trying to find a balance to have time for all of them. But my most important ones right now are DJing and food right now. I'm outside when it comes to DJing now. Before, I was the guy behind the mic at the radio station doing the interviews. Now I'm booked outside. So it's a blessing to be in the position that I am in now since COVID to get into this point now. And I'm really pushing the gas on these niggas right now.
Right. Mm-hmm. Man, see, I don't know you as a club DJ.
Exactly. See, that is the thing. That is the thing. Now, if you wait till Thursday and you go to Crush Atlanta at East Point, you're going to be like, I know this ain't who I think it is, bro. It's the hood. So that's where you're going to see me do hood shit. That's where you're going to see me play hood shit. Then if you come on Saturday at the Midtown Moxie, you might see me in a bow tie, dressed up and playing top 40 stuff and have an uproar there. So it just all depends. Weddings, whatever. It's like I learned how to be multifaceted when it comes to being a DJ. I don't like to be. That's
what I want to to just kind of what's the importance of that, because I think one time we spoke before. I can't remember if you were just telling me it's almost like a form, there's commercial DJing, club DJing and stuff like that, and you was just at venues that I just wouldn't even think that I guess either needed a DJ or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You might do obviously I know a wedding needs a DJ, but you're oh dang, it's just a whole nother avenue. What's the importance of finding different avenues as a DJ and not just immediately going to a club?
You can't be a one-trick pony in this game, bro. If you just do clubs, then that's the only gigs you're gonna get. You know how many DJs that I know just do clubs because they don't even have clean music. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Waffles, let me get your hard drive because I need that to be able to do other events. They don't have the time to do that because they're so fully loaded with everything that everybody wants to hear. Me, I'm a business, so I got to be able to attack all avenues. I want to do a wedding. I want to do a clean party. I want to do a kids party. I want to do a baby shower. I could do any party right now. I got a Nigerian wedding coming up in April.
Yeesh.
And they want me to play Nigerian music. I'm like, I'll take the job because I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? It's just about you learning your craft, you learning music, and you know what to do with it is when people put you in that position. You can't turn nothing down. If you're a DJ, you should be able to do what a DJ does to your best ability. If you just doing clubs, hey, you just doing clubs. I can't knock you. I'm not.
How does the DJ go about finding music? Because if you say you about to do a Nigerian party, and if that's not something that comes to you immediately, you know what I mean? If you don't listen to Nigerian music every day, what makes you choose what record when you going to DJ at a Nigerian party?
You gotta do your homework. You really have to sit down, and that's what a lot of DJs don't do. They just listen to what's now and what's happening, and then they push it out. It's a million records out there. Say for instance, if it's us three doing a set together, and we just like New York DJs, it'll be your set, his set, then my set. Y'all gonna play all the records, but what happens when it gets to the third man and the closer? And y'all played everything. Y'all play Fuck Nigga Free. Y'all play Pop Smoke. Y'all play everything. Now, what am I gonna play?
Right.
I got to do my homework so I know that y'all can't mess up what I got going on when it gets to the end. I
Right.
need to still be able to play music because there's millions of records out there, but you just got to know how to play it. You get what I'm saying? A lot of DJs might have all the records. You can play all the records, but do you really know how to play it to make it make sense to the people and to
Right.
have them party? That's it.
Right.
So yeah, that's what I have to do. You just have to do the homework. If I'm gonna do a Nigerian party, I need to find out all the playlists. I need to find out who's the biggest DJs, what they playing, what they breaking out,
Right.
and then you start building. And once you start building, you start adding your stuff because it's gonna be a non-traditional wedding. So it's gonna be American music and Nigerian music. So now that's what I get enticed by because I'm like, yo, this is something new. Now I get to try Nigerian music. Every record that I'm gonna play in front of these people, I ain't never played before. So it's like, bro, like, what's gonna happen? That's what I like. I like that part to be like, shit, I'm about to hit play on this motherfucker. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen.
So with that being said, though, how do you determine how long you play a song? Because I might be
Verse, hook, and
like
maybe
just regardless, or just like
it just all depends. Like say if I'm in a club and I'm playing Cardi B and Glorilla, and we playing tomorrow too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you gotta play Cardi's verse. If you don't play Cardi's verse, every girl in the club will look at you like you crazy.
Right.
Like you have to play it. If you
Right.
don't, they're gonna be looking at you like they might not say nothing, but they'll look at you like, bro, like where's the rest of the record?
Right.
Literally.
Right.
So you just gotta play it by ear and see how the crowd is moving. You can't just be up there thinking about how
Like
you
you
like
in
the
your
record.
own world.
Yeah,
and-
nah, you gotta play for the people. That's like me. I can't put together a playlist for a party.
Right.
Doesn't make sense. I need to feel how people moving, how they react, and I'm watching you. If you start vibing, I'm like, okay, I got him, so I'm doing something right. So
Right.
now I start to play for the crowd and make it make sense.
Right. How does the DJ find records now? I know like back then, back in the day, like crate digging and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what's like?
So you go to record pools first.
Okay.
You go to record pools like you got MP3 Wax, you got my record pool, you got what's this, Beat Supreme. There's a whole bunch of them.
So they are still valuable. Like, 'cause I remember
Hell
like,
yeah.
okay, cool.
Hell
'Cause,
yeah.
you know, if an
Digi
independent
Wax.
artist trying to, and they be like, yo, go to our DJ service, we shop over to such
Yeah.
and such DJs. Like, so y'all actually
Yeah.
go to these places for real.
Yeah, I pay for them. I pay for them. Like 10, some be 10, some be 25. It just all depends because it helps me know. It helps me to know what's going on. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? Because whoever is the smart independent artist or major artist to distribute their music, I can get it first. I get the clean, I get dirty, I get the intro, the outro. And
Right.
it makes sense for me. Instead of me going on YouTube and trying to rip the record, the shit
Right.
might just be all muffled and all that stuff like that. You can't download unless you go to them, or if you got those apps where you could just snatch it and just download it. So,
Right.
yeah, you got it. It takes some work to get the real records that you really, really need. You know what I'm saying?
Right now, that makes sense. So when an artist is preparing to give a record to a DJ and like hits like those DJ pools and stuff like that, I know. I think I was told like you got to put like 8 bars in front of it or something
like
like
8
that.
bars.
Is
Yeah.
that how every artist supposed to?
Yeah. So this is the thing. When you give us like 8-bar intros and acapellas and stuff like that, we could take those and remix the songs. Like we could
Okay.
take that acapella and put it on another beat and make it a song. You get what I'm saying?
Got you.
And then the 8-bar intros, we could do what it is that we want to do. That means that gives us an intro to blend the record that we're already playing into the next song.
Oh, so that's when that lead in be
Right.
coming in, people be doing
Exactly.
You start
So it
hearing
doesn't
that beat.
crash.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You got that
Got you.
8-bar intro where you actually blending that record in. That's like 8 beat counts. And then it's going into each other, and then the song just sounds seamless with the mix. And it
Got
just goes
you.
from one thing to the next.
Got you. Now, that makes sense. So, is there a difference between like, obviously I know it's different DJs like clubs and weddings like we were just saying, but is there a difference between DJing like radio versus like club or just
Yeah.
popular? Because I know
Yeah,
we say like
definitely.
a minute, but they be having their mixes on the radio too, like you know what I mean, like not just playing the song, but like when it be like a whole DJ mix
So
on the radio.
So when you do radio mixes, so say like Streets 94.5, like Solo will probably give them like all the music that they have to play.
Right.
So you can't go outside of these guidelines because we have these 50 records that you need to play. We don't care how you play them, but you need to play them. And that's how radio works. Like they get a list and it's like, hey, these are the songs that you need to play. Now, if you're a mix show DJ, you might get to slip in a record or two, but all of that's in order because they counting those spins. All that's BDS, so they not gonna slip your record in there and your song is not BDS. Nah, they gonna play whatever's on that 50 record list. You need to go home and figure out how you gonna play it.
Got you.
And that's how that goes. They'll give you a list, and then like on holidays you might get some leeway or something like that, and they be like, oh, you can throw a mix with something in there. But when you throw something in there, it's probably gonna be towards the end of the show. I'm not going to break your record in the beginning of the show. I'm going to slip it in there towards the end.
Right.
And they'll give you that leeway to let you do something like that. But they not going to let Kid Classic just go in the middle and you... Nah, hell no.
What does it take for artists to get a record broken then?
It takes some money, first of all.
Yeah.
It definitely takes some money, but it's just the grind of the artist, bro, and just having the right team.
Right.
The right team and just knowing how to deliver. And what's big in the city of Atlanta is just relationships, bro. Like, you really got to have those relationships with these PDs, with these on-air personalities,
right,
and seeing how they can go to bat for you. But
right.
Money move mountains, but relationships, they just a little bit more solid than money sometimes.
I knew a person built a relationship with a program director, though. Like, you
bro,
know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't know them.
I'm telling you, you gotta meet them, and then when you meet them, you kind of gotta be determined, but you kind of gotta be cool at the same time.
Right.
Be like, hey, how can I take you out to lunch, or you know what I'm saying? I do got some records, but I just want to get your ear on them because they definitely want some money for their time. I guarantee you,
sure.
They want some money for their time, but at the same time, if you present it the right way, I think they'll give you an opportunity. Like if you meet a Reggie Ralph or something like that, and you pull him to the side and be like, hey, I really got some dope music. Look at my numbers. Look at what I got going on. He might give you a meeting or whatever, stuff like that. Or he might just turn you on to like whoever's doing the music. You know what I'm saying? Like who's the music director? Like Ferrari's the music director at Streets for 94.5. Or you get with J-Tech at V103 or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just got to know the players in the game and be able to create those relationships with them.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
How much power does a DJ have at radio? Because, you know,
because
obviously, like you said, they got these songs that say you gotta play.
The power that they have at the radio is more so the power that they have in the streets. I wouldn't say how much power they have on the radio, because the power at the radio, you don't really got no power at the radio because they're telling you what to do.
Got you.
You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So it's really the power that you have of the streets, because now the streets is really listening to you on the radio, so you could kind of dictate what's supposed to happen. You get what I'm saying? That's the power that you have. You don't got the power in the radio station. Like you could probably go and tell somebody like, this kid's record is going crazy. How can we get him on? But you'll have more power in the streets because everybody's listening to you, and whatever you're putting out there, it's like the radio station is telling you what to do, but at the same time, you have the power to train the listeners to listen to what it is that you're playing.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's like one of those blind things. Like you really don't know that they telling me to play these things, but since I'm playing them and you're starting to listen to them, you're gonna think that they hot. Like, bro, if you listen to the radio right now, you just gonna Shazam just because you think that they playing on the radio is hot. That don't mean it's hot. It's just that probably somebody got a bag or they just hit the radio.
Right.
How many times you been in your car? You turn on the radio, you heard a nigga you never heard before.
No, plenty.
How did he get on the radio? But at the same time, radio is already training you to think that if they made it there, they're somebody already.
Right. How important is radio now?
I think it's still super. I think it's still super important. I think, for real. Man, that's a hard one. That's a hard one.
Because I'll be honest, I haven't probably played the radio in a minute. Like I hop in the car and it's.
Like I hop in the car and I'm like listening to gospel music all the time. It's crazy. Shout out to my team. They got me listening to gospel music. I think it just calms me down or something like that. I don't know.
No, man, vibrations. Good vibrations.
But anyway,
that food was good vibrations too. Good vibrations.
I don't know. I think radio is important though. Like it still has that power to dictate what people are listening to.
Right.
And you get in your car, once again, like I said before, once you get in the car and you start hearing this, you already starting to think like, this is who's hot, this is what's
Right.
next. It's like, it solidifies like who's there.
Right.
That's all it really is. That it just solidifies that this person is lit. This person is lit. This person got a hot song. That's it. That's all it does.
It's a lot of money to spend on just the solidification.
Yeah, definitely. But bro, but this is the thing. Now that they got the streaming and stuff like
Right.
that, I still feel like streaming money ain't as much as what people really
I don't think it's as much as radio.
No.
As far as
I don't think it's that much.
actually.
I don't think it's that much, bro. Like, people get excited by it, but you got to strike oil, bro, to really get money off of streams. That little 1,000 streams are just getting out of the red in Spotify. You start off with 1,000 streams. You ain't even cracked that yet. And you think you're gonna get some money? You be on Spotify looking at, oh yeah, I got 1,000. No, they gave you 1,000 to make it look like you don't have any, like you have something. They start everybody at 1,000. Bruh, you know how long it's going to take you to even make a penny or $1 off of Spotify?
That's real.
Bruh?
That's real. Mm-hmm. You can start seeing money off of Battlegrounds on radio. So that's real.
You might as well try to upload your music to your own site and sell your own music and see how that work out, bro. Like, use the DSPs to push your music, but at the same time, just lead everybody back to your website where you could just charge your own fee for your music. Find a way to do it that way. But people are so scared to do stuff on their own. Like, oh, you know what independent is. Yeah, you want to be an independent artist. You're doing it on your own. You're really not doing it on your own because you're paying the DSPs to do something that you could do yourself.
Right. No, that's definitely real. So, I know the radio we talking about is like FM radio. Mm-hmm. What do you feel like could be more beneficial, XM? Or FM? Because
I think they all the same. I think they all the same.
I kind of discovered more independent. I can say independent, but more artists that isn't super famous on XM radio. I feel like. Yeah.
See, XM radio, they really don't have puppets up there. They really have like DJs. You can really do what you want to do. That's what I can say about XM. And they have like thousands of radio stations up there. And they could curse on there. They could say what it is that they want to say on there. So yeah, I can see that. A lot more different artists might crack on XM radio faster than FM radio. Because FM is just geared to the city. You know what I'm saying? It's just geared to like what's going on in the city. XM, you could hear shows in LA, you could hear shows in Florida, DJs that have maybe like good followers. They putting artists on, DJs in New York. They got radio shows out there and stuff like that they be breaking artists. So yeah, I can see the difference between XM and FM is that they got more freedom than FM radio stations. Definitely.
So, how much money do you think it takes, or do you know it takes, or whatever, to even crack on radio? Not even to become number one. Like, I'm talking about to make a stamp in the city.
It takes a lot of money. I can't even put a number on that. I was working with this kid, and I watched him probably put like, no exaggeration, probably about like 250,000, 300,000 in them.
And it didn't crack?
No.
For 250?
About 300.
Was the song good?
Was the songs good?
Oh, they tried more. Oh,
definitely.
Got you.
I done seen some of the producers that we know was chipping off at that motherfucker like crazy. Let me get 20. Let me get 50. Let me get 20. Wait, hold on, what's going on? And then still putting money into the situation, and it ain't do what it's supposed to do.
When do you know when to walk away from an artist? I feel like, because I would have had my walk away point.
Bruh.
If I would spend that much and it ain't even breaking the service, that means.
Yeah. That's a big bag, bro. 300,000?
100,000 is a big.
Yeah. 300,000. That's over $250,000, and you don't even like.
The moment you say million is too much if it ain't crack.
Bruh.
$250,000, $500,000, when you say stuff like that, like no.
Let me ask you this: when you work with artists, when you work with artists, what do you think is a sufficient amount to see a return on your investments? How much do you think that you need to put in an artist before you thinking like, hey, I need to make a return on my investment?
That you need to make a return. That's a great question. Need them at 100,000. I definitely need a return, but that's me. Look, that's me.
You ain't even getting no time to breathe or nothing. You like, man, I done put 100K in this. 100K in this.
But let me tell you why. Because, like you said, relationships, and I know the effort that I'm gonna put in before 50,000. You see what I'm saying? Before 50,000, I know the effort that I'm putting in. I'm talking about enough, not to say to make it crack to like a point that the city is just known, but I'm saying like when a person got momentum to.
Bro, listen, if I put 100 cash in you, bro, you gonna be at every open mic if I tell you to.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. But by 50,000,
you gonna recoup
be honest,
this, bro.
If I spend 10,000,
you gonna recoup this, bro. What?
Right.
100,000.
I just said 100,000. That sounded right from industry. So but I'm saying like for me though, like.
So how does it work when I'm like, all right, you giving them like $25,000 in advance, and then you still putting money on top of that, and they ain't turning over a dime in like months. Like, what do you do? Like, how do you just take the L and chalk that up and be like what? Man. Like, what are you supposed to do as a business so that you don't take that L? Are you writing all this stuff off that you spent?
See, if I do something like that, the artist got to be at a certain level themselves already, where it's like by the time we release a record, like we're going to recoup at least $10. Like we not starting from scratch and I give you 25,000. You know what I'm saying? We not starting from scratch. Like, man. All right, we're going to get your IG going. No, you better be TikTok famous. You better be something that I can get something.
Yeah, back. You definitely got to be lit, bro. Like,
yeah, no.
I'm not putting up 100,000 if we ain't
No.
So you feel like the labels at this point, like, yes, you're not building nobody up. You need to be.
If I'm giving, but see, that's if I'm giving this advance, and that's what they doing. They giving in advance. You know what I'm saying? Now, in my shoes, I'm not giving that much. You know what I'm saying? But what I can do is offer you relationships, offer a studio home. So I'm already subtracting money that you would be paying out with that advance.
So let me
see what I'm saying.
So let me ask you this: If somebody gave you $500,000 right now, who would be the first artist that you'll go put your money into right now?
I don't have one.
You out of all people, you ain't got nobody in the tuck right now that you.
You know, I mean, no.
You got to stop holding the secrets, bro.
I mean, I don't like people like that. I tell people that, but look, like you know what I'm saying?
See, this is why I had to chase him down for an interview. He probably really didn't like me. He was like, no, all right, I'll bring waffles around, all right.
No, when I say that, I mean, like, I don't get impressed easily, or I don't, like love artists like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like, how often you see me like, Waffles, I got this artist. Like, you know, that's like
one far and a few.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, even my boy Prime, he know, like, he probably work with the only two artists, well, all right, maybe 2 or 3 artists or something. Right. You know what I'm saying? But that's like over years. Like, it's not even, like, I don't understand how people could, like, get 2 or 3 artists in a year and then expect people to still respect them.
Bruh.
Like, I value my relationship so much, I don't even want to burden you with that many artists. Like, so by the time I'm dealing with an artist, I'm so serious about them. You know what I mean? I'm serious as a heart attack about them.
And that's the thing that I hate about it. Like, when you see an artist and then you get involved and you be like, because you start to put, your life becomes their life, or their life becomes yours. And you like, you know what? I'm going to do everything under the sun to make sure that this pop. And then when they don't, or they just bullshit, you be like, ain't this about some shit?
No, what I hate is the relationships that went into investing in you. You know what I'm saying? Because after a while, it can make you feel like you look crazy or something. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely. Like, because you don't went to bat, around everybody.
Yeah.
And now this nigga don't want to be a rapper. What?
Yeah, it's like, yo.
What do you mean?
Exactly.
Nigga want to change his life.
Yeah, so by the time I'm like, Waffles, this the one. I come back. Hey, no. Fuck what I was talking about before. This the one.
Yo,
and then it's like, what happened to him?
All right, so how many people have brought you people? Because you're a producer too,
Right?
So
for sure.
how many people have brought people to you on that same note? Like, bro, this ain't it, but this is it right here. Like, I got the one right here. How many times have you encountered that?
1,000,000 times over. That's why I don't do it. I know how I feel. You know what I mean? And what I really don't mess with is dudes who got like their girlfriends and they want to be artists. I'm cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool. Like, because I don't want to take time to invest in this person. Y'all break up.
I was just at
and then, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool. Like, don't even break up
the pool party the other day. So that where he was at. And yo, and the dude came up to me and he said the same thing. He was like, yo, this is my girl. And then he was like, this is my artist. I was like,
I'm cool.
What?
Yeah,
bro,
cool.
you would come on, give me a break, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, nah. This my artist.
Like,
this my girl.
She became your girl because she seen that you was the plug. Now she's your girl and your artist, and now you trying to put her on.
Yep. And then y'all break up. Hey, don't mess with her. No. Don't mess with you.
Disaster.
Yeah, man. I can't do it, man. That's. I think because by the time a producer, songwriter, videographer, anybody who's investing into this girl now,
right.
Or vice versa, if a girl putting a dude on, whatever, you know what I'm saying, their significant other. By the time they're investing in it, y'all break up. And you the point of contact, or you the whatever, you the introduction, you expect them to stop messing with it. It's like, well, hold on, you're not the only person that invested in this motherfucker. You done brought them you know what I'm saying? You done brought them to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now
like,
they want you to stop everything.
Yeah, y'all done broke up in a year, and hell, we 10 records in. I'm thinking we about to have a hit. I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? Now we gotta start working because that's why. All right, cool. Y'all date, cool. Y'all do that over there.
That ain't what you doing.
Unless they like
married.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Jay-Z can put me on Beyonce. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Or Cardi B and all. You know what I'm saying? But your boyfriend, girlfriend, I'm cool. Like. Nah, and y'all and that's be the thing when they really just meet, when they get together and it's like 3 months. Yo, kid, I'm gonna introduce you to.
I had an artist send me his girl from music too. He had just met her too. We had did some records before, and he's like, yo, this is my girl, she fire, and I'm like, she a rapper too,
right?
That's two egos that I don't want to deal with.
What?
Because you're a rapper and she's a rapper. And if she hotter than you, are you hotter than her? This is a recipe for disaster.
And they trying to hop on each other's songs.
Nah,
yo, babe, hop on my drum.
It's quiet.
I definitely couldn't do the business aspect because if I'm like the manager or something, like say this song dope, and like it's dope alone, and all of a sudden your boyfriend want to hop on it because he's trying to ride the wave.
Yeah, I've been in that situation too. They broke up.
That's 9 times out of 10. That's how it happens.
I seen that happen too.
Yeah, man, that's it's crazy. Those are like a couple of like do nots with me. Like y'all together, cool, go that way.
Got you. Crazy.
Yeah, man. So, man, you got your waffles and all that stuff going, and obviously it's synonymous with your name. So I kind of want to get into branding because it's always something that seemed like you've been big on. Mm-hmm. And I think it's something that now people are, obviously branding is always a thing, but it seems like it's a thing. Like people are like trying to really solidify their brand, you know what I'm saying? But it's obviously something you always been on. So how important is that as a DJ?
Right, listen. I feel like I'm going to aim to be one of the best that done it. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm not scared to take chances. At one point I was. Now I'm not scared to take chances. And I just know my shit lit, bro. Like, it's like, and this is not cocky. This is just like humble. It's like, I know.
I don't even like the word humble.
Right. So you get what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about it, bro. In 2014 and 15, I was taking pictures inside the Waffle House with my turntables on the table with syrup and all the shit like that. Like, the only thing that happened was I started to understand my brand, and I just learned how to enhance it.
Right.
I always was a hustler, so I just knew what looks good. But then when I knew what looks good and I can make it sound good and I can make it taste good, you can't tell me. You can't. It's undeniable.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like if I had some trash shit, I wouldn't even put it on the market. That's why it won't come from me. You'll be like, that ain't it, buddy. And I'd rather not have that. You saying that about me. So I gotta work diligently to make sure that when I do put something out, it do make sense. When I do put a video out, it do make sense. When I do put a record out, it do make sense. When I do come to a club to DJ, it do make sense.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like everything is like my first. She'll even tell you, bro, like when I'm going to DJ, bro, it's like my first time every time. Like every time it's like I get nervous like every time when I'm going to an event to DJ because it's like it feels like my first time.
Right.
I don't get comfortable because I just want to defy the laws of gravity. I want to go up, bro. Up, 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 and up. That's it.
No, that's fire.
Nobody wants to sit down at the bottom and just keep on trying to figure it out, bro. Like that's why you always see me like reinventing myself all the time, doing new shit, doing my own weekend, doing my own waffles, doing my own podcast, doing my own magazine, because I feel like I can do these things. It's more so about the manpower,
Right.
because you can have a million ideas, but if you don't have the right manpower, it's never gonna move. You're just gonna have great ideas that's sitting, and right now I'm trying to get to a point where it's like putting together the manpower to really move all these thoughts and ideas.
Right.
Because if I know if these thoughts and ideas move, boy,
It's out of here.
exactly.
That's what I was gonna get to. Like with so many brands, like how do you determine your team as a DJ? Because obviously it's needed. Like you got, what was that, 4 companies you said? Then you did a Waffles weekend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know,
how the hell you determine your team,
bro. It's like I just look at the people. I just look at the people who really care.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's not just about me. But I always think like if I put myself in a better position, we'll all be good.
Right.
That's the hard part.
Right.
Just try to make sure that you make sure that everybody's good, but you don't come off as selfish because you really see the end goal. And people
Right.
will call you selfish because they don't understand that you see this vision. Like, hey, if we can get right here, just ride with me to get to here. Just
Right.
if we can get to this, it's gonna be better for everybody.
Right.
But some people don't understand that. They just in it for like the instant gratification of being a part, and then let me get my shine, and then I can go. Oh, I did helped him do this. Now I can go.
Right.
I need people that's gonna be in for the long
For the
haul.
long haul, facts.
But at the same time, I can shed light on them, and I can still help them in some ways. But I do get driven like that. Like I really want to see this because I know this can fund this. It can help this. It can help that.
Right.
But a lot of people don't see it our way, bro, because it's
That's a fact.
it's our dream. You get what I'm saying? If that's the case, if you don't want to do this, you might as well just go get a 9 to 5.
Right.
Because you're gonna fund you're gonna work those hours for his dream, and I'd rather be one of those companies. If that's the case, let me just hire you for a couple of hours and you get paid to do this. But
Right.
if you understand the dream, then follow me and I'll take us to the threshold.
Right.
And then we get to it. But at the same time, I'm gonna make sure that it's lanes for you to be able to eat and you to do what it is that you gotta do.
Right.
In the beginning, I used to be mad at my graphic designer about shit like that. I used to be mad as fuck, like, don't work with these people. In my head, I used to try to hide them because I thought that I didn't want nobody else to have the same content as me. But then at the same time, I was like, damn, you stunting his growth because he could be getting money with all these other people.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? When you see that vision this far up, you like, I need to keep these pieces to me so that I can get there. But now it's like, shit, hey, he does this, he does that. Because at the end of the day, what's for me is for me. Regardless of whoever's around, it's gonna go that way, one way or the other. So you gotta understand that part.
Is there a moment that like broke you out of that? Because we can get like that. Just even as say, all right, me as a producer who do sign artists or producer songwriters or whoever, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes we have these resources and you like, man, like, I want to introduce them to these people because, you know, you trying to like just kind of hold everything in, and it's just like, they just work with them, but you don't want them to be like a point of contact or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Because they could run off, all right, cool, now they got the sauce, they can go. You know what I'm saying? So what broke you out of, or are you still there? And you
No,
trying to figure it out?
in a way, it was like where Honestly, it literally started like when I brung on my assistant.
Okay.
Because everybody would just overstep the boundaries. Like nobody would want to deal with her.
And that's the thing, the overstepping the boundaries.
They don't care. They don't want to respect that. They were like, hey, this is how we've been dealing with him for so long. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, hey, we want to talk to him. We don't want to talk to you.
Right.
You got to understand the business. Like, hey, there is going to be someone in place, and I had to learn how to relinquish those things. Because to this day, I don't really want to say that this is what I've got going on, this is what I've got going on, but I have to.
Right.
Because if not, then my shit starts to become messy. I'm not here on time. I'm not this place. I'm not that place.
Right.
And sometimes you need that.
Fact.
Because now that person can tell him no instead of me telling them no.
Right.
But when there's money involved, I really like to be at the forefront of it.
Right.
I like to deal with the people, but at the same time, it's like sometimes if I got that piece in place, it might just work out better for me than me just handling it on my own.
Yeah, not fast.
Okay.
And then you give a chance for people to look at you still in the clean light.
Yeah.
Versus.
Cause I've been ready to tell a lot of people yes all the time. I'll be like, yeah.
I'm like that too.
And she be like, no. And I'll be like, what? They already got the money. She'd be like, no, that's not enough. And I'll be like, and you know how you just be like a kid, you just be ready to stomp the ground and be like, fuck. And I'll be like, okay, cool. And then it just works out because it's like, hey, you know your value. You got to learn how to tell people no.
Right.
And people have no choice but to respect you because if they really want what you got, they'll pay for it. If they don't want it, hey, maybe the job wasn't for me. And you got to look at that. You got to be quickly to think about that.
But you can overprice yourself too.
Yeah.
So how do you determine?
I don't see. That's hard, bro. Because at the end of the day, you know your value. So what's really overpricing yourself?
I could say I know I'm $1 million producer, but
right,
I know I can't charge $1 million.
That's the difference between us. That's the difference between us.
What, you would charge $1 million?
Nah, hell nah. I ain't gonna charge $1 million. Hell nah. Hell nah. But you gotta think about this, bro. Listen, let's be realistic, right?
Okay.
You got EDM DJs that's getting like 25, 75, 100,000.
But you gotta know your industry,
right? These are multi-millionaires. So you think that I'm supposed to take 150, 250 to DJ a club when I know that these niggas is over here like eating.
All right.
Yeah, it's a different avenue, but at the same time, it's like this is how we're treating the culture, and this is what we're accepting.
Right.
So if you accept that, then that's what you're gonna get. You got to find a market for you to charge your price, or you got to work hard enough so that people really respect what you got going on, and they'll pay it. I'm at a point right now where I tell people this is what I want. They can either pay it or I can walk away and I'll be fine. Before, I'm like, nigga, how much you want? I'm there. I got you. Now I be like, nigga, I wish you what? I got somebody else that could come do it, and I'm gonna get a percentage off of that by putting them in that position. But hell no, bro. Like, people don't really respect a lot of DJs in Atlanta because they take anything.
Right.
They take 150, 200, 300. Like, you got to understand. Like, we are the key to the party.
Right.
We are the key to the party, bro. If my laptop shut down, this whole shit is fucked. like, let's be real. The laptop shut down, this whole shit is fucked. Nobody, no music, no nothing, no clap DJ, no music, none of that shit. It's over. It's fucking over. So why wouldn't you feel that the DJ is a priority to your party, bro?
Right.
Like, pay him. If you niggas, like, I put up the post, you paying $500 for the costume, but you paying the DJ $150.
Right.
How you paying? This motherfucker gonna be here for one time. This nigga gotta work with you for the next couple of weeks. You gonna pay this girl that came in a fucking pirate costume, half dressed and half naked, that you gonna see one time, and she probably ain't give you no pussy, no nothing, and you gonna let her walk out of here with $500. You get your DJ for standing up there for 4 hours, 150, a hookah, and maybe it's like a blue motherfucker and like 3 chicken wings. Bro, you gotta be kidding me. You got the wrong nigga if you think I'm pulling up for that. Fuck no. Excuse my language.
Nah, hell no. Blue motherfucking van. Damn.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
not.
still get those out.
Bruh. Yeah, they gotta respect the DJ, bro. Nigga, and I can understand if that's not a good DJ and that's what he's worth.
Right. For sure.
But if you got good
well, out there they hire a not good DJ.
Bruh, it doesn't, bruh, 150, like, come on, bruh. Just think about it. You just drove from here to there, and you want me to stand up for 4 hours, take requests, play the music that you want to be played in there for 4 hours, and you're going to pay me $150?
It's a little sick.
Come on, bro.
It's a lot sick.
Come on, bro. It's disrespectful, bro. Like, come on.
So, I mean, but that kind of go into the party size, too, because EDM parties is like fucking raves. They're like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro,
they may get whatever they paying that DJ, but they probably getting that shit back 10 times over.
This is how much that shit affected me. I went to Vegas for my birthday, right? Yo, I went to Vegas for my birthday, and I went into one of the parties. It was probably like Dreas or whatever, and I went in there, bro, and I just seen all this shit, and I'm just standing there, and I'm partying, and I'm just looking at this shit. I'm like, holy shit. And I'm just wondering, like, how all this is going on. I'm like, smoke coming from everywhere, cold air. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
and
different.
One DJ.
It's different.
So I'm just like, how much is he getting paid? What the fuck is going on?
But look at that atmosphere.
Bro, to a point where I came home, bro, I went to Party City. I was buying smoke machines just to see. I swear to God, I bought smoke machines. It was trying to bring them to my next gigs just to see what it felt like. Because I just seen it, even though that shit didn't even compare to what the fuck they got. They got shit just coming out 50 miles per hour and all this shit like that. That shit was just filtering smoke through the room and shit like that. But if you got that mindset and you can see it, it could be done, bro. Like,
that's a fact.
You just got to be able to take the steps. That's one thing about me, bro. When I see something and I feel it, I think that I could do it, I'll just go try it.
Right.
What's gonna happen? You gonna fail, or somebody ain't gonna like the taste of it, or they think it don't look good or whatever. But at least you tried.
Right.
A lot of people were scared to fucking try. Like,
no, facts.
Well, you don't want to try some shit. I'm gonna try some shit. I'm gonna see if that motherfucker's hot. Let me see if that motherfucker hot. Let me. Everybody else be like, no, I don't want to try it. No, that's too many rules. No, let me try this shit. And if it works, just imagine if you did it and it worked, bro.
Just imagine if it worked.
People are scared, man. Like, I ain't scared to try no shit at this point in my life.
Man, how you feel about the culture right now? Like, because those are two big comparisons as far as the club that you was in, that you witnessed, like, because I know how Vegas is, you know what I'm saying? You look around, like, just the energy.
Right.
From what I'm told, they pumping you with oxygen, all type of stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like, for real, because it's like, they let it get hot in there, let everybody party, and then they just blow that cold air with all that smoke, like, right on you, and they be like, it's like you going to sleep, and then you wake back up, and then you just turn up, and you like, wait a minute, you ready to leave the club, and that shit just hit you, and you be like, oh, I'm up again, that's another 30 minutes you in there.
You up at 6, 7 a.m., like, I wouldn't even be like this at home. I'm just
up. Because they know what they're doing. When those EDM DJs, those are pre-programmed shows. So they know exactly what they playing and how they gearing out them hours and stuff like that. So you got to respect them as DJs, because at the end of the day, even if it's preset, they took their time in the studio to put it together.
Right.
That's a show mix.
That transitions is a little.
Yeah, bro. Like, that's why they get paid. That's why they get paid the big money, bro. They get paid the big fucking money.
You think our culture will ever get a time that we,
the closest is gonna be Rolling Loud, honestly.
Okay, why is that?
Because it's like
you don't think like Coachella or something?
Yeah, you can say that too, because of the amount of people and like how the atmosphere is set up. You get what I'm saying? Everybody goes crazy for the artist. So that's what's gonna happen. You got to think about it. When you in LA, when you in Vegas, they're going crazy just off the sound of the music. The artists don't even have to be there.
Right.
The DJ's playing the music and they going crazy, like how they going crazy at Rolling Out just for the nigga playing music. And then you just see them slow it down and they still going crazy. The motherfucking floor's rumbling. You like, this can't be fucking serious. But that's how they program the people to listen to their music. Our people listen to music by the artist. So once the artists come out there and go crazy, everybody go crazy, there's an uproar, and that's it. But the EDM, bro, they
don't care if you there.
They're controlling you with the music, the mixes, the beats, and all that stuff like that is really thought
the drugs.
out. Yeah, it's thought out. Yeah. He said the drugs. Yeah.
Man,
it's thought out.
Bro, I wouldn't be surprised if some of them like them clubs is like definitely Vegas. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if like they got handymen just in there like, hey, yeah, you good? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would
trying to keep the party going. You know
right.
what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm telling you, those parties in Vegas be crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They be crazy.
For sure. Same with LA. Same they with the right party in LA.
Yeah,
or the wrong party. I don't know.
They gonna have these sniffing lines all crazy.
Man, I remember my first time in LA. We was at a party. Buddy came up to me. He was like, he came up to my boy. Or was it to me? I don't even remember. But he said, hey, y'all trying to party? We about to, no, we say, I know they was about to go to the bathroom. But he like, y'all trying to
That's
party?
where it go down at.
Right.
They try to take you to the bathroom. Boy.
And I'm like, but I'm there like, you know what I'm saying? I'm new to LA. I'm like, we had a party, you know? I'm like,
buddy.
I'm like, well, I mean, what's the next move? You know what I'm saying?
Thinking the next party. He talking about the party in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
he like, no, we about to go to the bathroom.
with
I'm
them
like,
thin
I ain't
lines,
going to the bathroom with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't indulge in that, bro.
Yeah, but then
You spend up all the record money after that.
it hit me later. I'm like, oh, these niggas about to do some coke.
No, don't do that, boy. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Ain't no come back off that joint.
Yeah, man. So, man, with artists, man, how does an artist approach a DJ? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously y'all are such a key factor. Like, y'all are in these clubs, y'all on the radio, y'all weddings. Like,
it's just politely, bro. Like, just.
Can you please play my music?
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a double. That's a double negative. Just come up to me and be like, hey, I can't. First of all, if I'm DJing, you can be like, hey, yo, can I get you a drink or whatever? Even though I might not drink it because you got to go all the way to the bar and bring it all the way back and tell them what's gonna be in that motherfucker by the time you get
I ain't never thought about that.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, just kind of be nice about it. Like, you don't be overly aggressive about it. Be like, hey, buy your drink. Hey, yo, I got some new music or whatever. You ain't got to play it tonight, but let me get your email and let me send you a record or whatever. Try to make it as easy as possible for them. Don't try to make it an art project. And be like, yo, let me airdrop you my song right now. Nah, bro, I don't want to play your shit right now. Because I got to listen to it in my headphones to see if it makes sense. And then you're going to be like, yo, bro, when you going to play it? Like, nah. Right now is not the time. Don't try to get him to play the record the same day.
Right.
Like, unless you're going to tip him the same day money. Like, yo, I'm about to drop you like 50. You going to spend it? And then I'll find a place for me to play it. But other than that, don't make it an art project. Just be like, hey, how could I email you my record when you're free or whatever? And I'll meet you at the end of the club. When the club is over, I'll give you my email or whatever, stuff like that. And I'll drop you a record. That's it. Don't be too over assertive, bro. Like, that shit is a turnoff.
Right.
Yeah.
No, trust me, I'm sure. It's turn off as a producer. You know what I'm saying?
I got one, bro.
I got one, bro.
I need a beat, bro.
Man, we gonna be out of here if you just do this.
Nigga, I'm asleep.
Well, I'm sure that happened for everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure. Look, my boy Prime. I'm sure it's artists who will come up to you, be like, "Boy, man, you boy, if only you do this, boy." You know, this I'm gonna be.
That's why I gave him the waffles. I was like, hey, listen, if you eat these waffles, man, we could probably just no shit. I know what you're doing. They come to scam work, baby. You know what I mean? You want to work it out?
Oh my god!
And then at the same time, like when you doing stuff with artists, man, it's just like even if you at a situation where you got to barter with a motherfucker, you just at least come with something of value. You know what I'm saying? Like don't just try to always get it for the free, and it don't work out.
Right. What would a DJ need bartering for? Like,
it just all depends. It all depends. Like some independent artists, they might be graphic designers. Like I'm big on branding. So it's like shit. If you do videos, you do graphic design. Like I'm always looking for marketing because I know what I got. So it's like, hey, can we do something like you do a photo shoot, you do a video shoot, you do this. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't nothing else that you can really do for me that I really need. You know what I'm saying? So Those are always my barters. Like literally, like when it comes to DJ, it's more so like marketing and promotion. That's it. All the other stuff, I care less. I don't need nothing. I don't need to meet your baby mom. I don't need none of that cool shit.
I don't need to meet you.
I don't need to come to your birthday parties. None of that. I just need to. Hey, if you can do this, I'll do that.
Right.
Other than that, ain't nothing jumping. It'll be pay for pay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Man, in the industry that's so, I don't know, man. I think this industry could be like such a weight on people. You know what I'm saying? People's shoulders. Just really everybody. I've never met nobody who haven't felt that weight. How do you keep the confidence in everything that you're doing? Like whether it's the waffles that you're doing, whether it's the DJ that you're doing, I'm pretty sure there's ups and downs that you like damn, like I keep running into this or whatever. You know what I'm saying? How do you keep the confidence?
Go to church.
Okay.
So those literally as much as the stuff that I do outside of that, that's really like the balance. You know what I'm saying? Like at least I get some type of clarity to know that whatever I'm gonna do that following week, this is what I'm meant to do. I know these things, bro. Like I'm telling you, I know that what I'm doing is what I'm supposed to be doing. If it was something that I ain't supposed to be doing, bro, I think I'd have been there, crashed out already. I'd be like, bro, like this. Right now, I feel like I'm at a point where what I'm doing right now, I know that this is meant for me.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? If it wasn't, it wouldn't be going as good, bro. Like I wake up with ideas and I'm like, hey, let's try some shit. And it'd be like, I get excited about it. If I don't get excited about it, it's no longer nothing for me.
Right.
You
That's
get
how
what
I
I'm
am.
saying? I need to be excited about it. When I see it, I got to be excited about it. Sometimes when I talk to other people about any of my businesses and I get excited about it, I know that that was still something that I needed to do. You get what I'm saying? Because what I'm doing here, it could advance you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And by advancing you, it's going to help me too.
For sure.
So,
it got to be mutually, for
right.
sure.
So that's the thing. Like I really feel like the things that I'm doing right now is meant for me to do. That's why I'm trying to make sure that I'm not doing stuff outside of it that doesn't pertain to what's actually going on.
Yeah.
Instead of being all over the place.
Especially having so many ideas.
Yeah, now I'm like, hey, I see what's winning. This, let's see where we're gonna go with this. But it took time to get to these two.
Right.
Before it was like, yeah, I'm doing this, that. Now I'm like, I know that these things are gonna do something great in my life. So I'm just like, let's run it.
So being a person with so many ideas and so many ways of branding and all that other stuff. So like, what's your first step when you come up with an idea?
So I write it down right on a piece of paper, and then I ball it up, and I throw it across the room, and see if my assistant can catch it and figure this shit out. You know, she reads it. I think it could be done.
It could be done.
And then we'd be off to the races, bro. Like, that's a pivotal part to what I got going on, bro. Is just having somebody that, you know, I could run stuff by. Because if I didn't, it'd just be like, I'll just be coming up with a whole bunch of things. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, I got somebody that could stop me in my tracks and be like, nigga, pump the brakes. You just doing too much. Because I want to do everything, bro.
Right now, I'm the same.
Everybody calls me to come to the event. I want to come to the event. I want to,
me too.
like, I'll get up in the morning, right? And I'll be like, okay, cool. I'm going to try to get up at like 5 o'clock. I'll be like, okay, cool. I might have to go to the cafe to help serve my waffles at the cafe.
Right.
So I'm going to the cafe. I might have to work out when I'm there. And then when I leave, I have to go to the farmer's market. So that means I have to come home and I have to prep everything to go to the farmer's market. When I get to the farmer's market, I got to DJ and serve waffles at the same time.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I don't know how you do that.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Exactly. People don't understand this shit. People don't understand this shit. And then you might have a gig the next day at like Macy's where I got to take all the stuff from the farmer's market that day, and then I have to get there and I have to prep or whatever. I might have to get my hair cut to make sure that I look good. I might be thinking about music because I got to be at the club on East Point on Thursday. So I'm just thinking every day, like, how do I make sure that every day I get the most out of the day to focus on everything? Just as much as you might be like, oh, I'm going to break down an hour for here. It doesn't work like that because you have things that you have to do. You got bills you got to pay.
Right.
You got things that you got to do. You got to make sure people are good.
For
so
sure.
it's a lot, but like they say, God won't give you more than you can bear at this point. So you just fight through it and you just try to figure it out. But bro, I be begging for like an extra hour in the day. Like, man, where did this shit go? I'm just like, it was like 9 o'clock. I thought it was like 5. I just thought I could go and sit down and really download music. Or I might want to go watch battle rap for like 3 hours while nobody just bother me. Like,
man, I'm a battle rap fan too.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, those are my things that I like to do outside of this shit. I want to watch battle rap and just sit there and just gaze into it and just say, oh, that was crazy. Can I do that? But it's like, nah, you could do it for like an hour, but you got prep, you got to do this. Somebody might want you to listen to the music. Somebody might want you to come to the event. So it's like, it's a never-ending story, but I know that it's leading up to something great. So you just don't even bitch about it. You just be like, all right, cool. Well, when I get some time, I'll do it. But these are the main things that I got to focus on.
Right. How important, it obviously got to be a key circle that you're around. Mm-hmm. How important is your circle and finding like minds to not necessarily help you with what you're doing, but just to hang out with?
You just, see, my friends are like all over the place. Like, they're like in New York and Philly. Oh, and then I got some friends here. But the reason why I like my friends here because they really care. Like, the ones that I fuck with, like,
care about what you're doing.
Right. Okay. And then they'll call me on my bullshit too. Like, if you on some fuckboy shit, they gonna tell you immediately, like, bro, that ain't it. You shouldn't have did this. This ain't gonna work. And you need people like that. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? You can't have people around you that's yes men, like, oh yeah, it's gonna work, this, that, and that. Nah, I need people that's gonna keep it real. So it's like people that I could count on my hands that call me out on the carpet, like, bro, that wasn't cool. You shouldn't have did that. Right. This makes sense. And then I got friends that'll call me and be like, yo, I'm proud of what you got going on. How could I help you? You need some extra help? You need this, you need me to pull up or whatever, stuff like that. Like, you just need those friends. Everybody that's for clout, bro, like, I could peep them a mile away, bro.
Right.
Like, I need real friends, especially where I'm going at in life. I can only take real ones with me. And that's why the circle is so small now that when I get them M's, I ain't really got to worry about nobody talking about, oh, I'm mad because I ain't get a chain. I'm buying you chain. Everybody going to have waffles on their joints. You know what I'm saying? We all getting changed. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing, bro. Like, my circle is like this small.
Nah, me too.
And we get shit done. That's the thing.
Okay, so they all help you.
Yeah, we all help each other.
Okay, that's hard.
You know what I'm saying? So as long as you got a team like that and people can't penetrate what it is that y'all got going on and y'all all helping each other and y'all all not stepping on each other's toes, everybody got their own business and everybody just cares about each other, it makes sense. Look at Jay-Z and Tata and Emery and Juan and all of them. It's like they helped one person get to the money, but everybody had their own businesses already. It's just that they understood the assignment of helping somebody get into. How do you make $1 million? You help somebody else make $1 million.
For sure.
You get what I'm saying? How do you make money? You help somebody else make some money. But you got to help the right person that's making that money because they're going to make sure that they can pour back into you.
Right.
You don't got a person like that around you that just don't think about themselves. It's never going to work, bro.
Right.
Never going to work.
Nah, that makes sense, man. I appreciate you coming by, man.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Great conversation.
I chased him down for about 13 weeks, but
oh my God. You see how that time just extends? It went from like 1 event, 2 events, 3 events, 13 weeks.
13 weeks. How many months is that? It's like 4, 12. Yeah, it's like 3.5 months.
Talk to you tomorrow. Man, I was talking to him last year before the podcast even started. He was supposed to be on. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but I had a good time though, man.
Man, I appreciate it, man. And I appreciate you coming by with gifts. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
The first person who done that, man.
Definitely, man.
And it was amazing, man. So anybody who out there who haven't had DJ Waffles.
Yeah, y'all gotta have them. They're
amazing.
Top of the line.
For sure. Definitely top of the line. And chicken and waffles.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate you, man. Again, man, for coming by, man.
Definitely.
So.